Hi and welcome. Today I will show you something about these. These are the HiFiMan Sundara. It is actually an open back planar magnetic headphone from HiFiMan. They cost around 250 to 300 euros, depending on your location, of course. Just a little side note before we start. HiFiMan did send these for review, but I didn't say anything what I can or cannot say, nothing at all actually. Everything you hear are always my own honest opinions about them, and I would say let's get right into it and start unboxing them. Alright, here we are with the package of the Sundara. It doesn't say that much on front, it just says Neo Super Nano diagram. Here you see some specifications. For example, impedance is 32 ohms, sensitivity 92 dB, and the weight is 342 grams. Alright, on the back side you see some information. With the headband, for example, this headband is different, for example, than the Edition XS or the Deva. It has like a suspension headband, what I personally like more. It also has the normal 3.5 socket. I would say let's open them up to see. Hi Jolly. Nazik. Alright. Here we are. Here is a little package. I guess there's the cable in it. Yes. There's normal standard cable. It has a rubberized material. It is a normal cable, I guess. I personally like sleeved cables better because my cats tend to play with this one more. But yeah, you can always replace it if you want to, of course. This one is also a little adapter. All right. Here are the headphones itself. They are more on the smaller side if you compare to the XS, for example, because the XS are a little bit bigger. As you can see, like if you have really big ears, probably XS will be better for you, but we'll see. This one is quite a bit smaller, as you can see. All right, so this is inside them. Has nice plushy ear pads. This is the pleather material, eco leather. Here's a little bit of nylon material. You can see the grill a little bit through here. This is the headband with a bit of, I think this is also eco leather. And you can expand this like this. All right, so these are they. All right, so after having unboxed these and been testing them for a while, what can I say about them? First of all, their build quality feels a little bit better than the Deva Pro, for example. Here this time you have a little bit more of metal materials in there. Like this one is metal, on top here is metal, and it just feels a little bit built better, I would say. The only thing that's really plastically is like this little thing here, but it's not really bothering me much or anything like this. The ear cups are quite nice, they're plushy, and they're also a little bit angled, as you can see. Just a little concern, if you have very big ears, maybe the teardrop shaped HiFiMan headphones are better in this regard. But here in this time I didn't have any seal problems, even though they don't have any shivel of the cups. I personally didn't have a problem with it, but just so you know, cup shivel is not really a thing here. Otherwise, a little thing I want to note here is when you move the mechanism a few times up and down, there will be a little, like the paint will rub off a little bit here, where the mechanism is moving. It's not deal breaking, of course, but I wish they would have made it a little bit different or a bit less visible maybe. But just so you know that this is a thing. In regards to clamp force, they do have quite a bit of it. Meaning when they sit on your head, they push a little bit on your sides, but it's not that strong. It is not uncomfortable, at least for me, but they do have quite a bit more clamp force than, for example, the Deva Pro, where for example, if you exercise or headbang a bit, it could happen more easily that they slip off your head. In this case here, that is not happening, at least for me. Another thing actually is the headband. I really like it. It's not making any pressure spots on my top of my head, even if I wear them for a little bit longer, for a few hours. It weighs 362 grams. and I would say it's quite light. You don't feel it much on your head. So the cable itself, it is the standard HiFiMan cable. It is not the greatest, it is not bad. I personally like to replace this because my cats like to rather chew on this rubberized material. At least they tend to want to chew it. And therefore, I always change the cable for a sleeved cable. So yeah, for me personally, I replace it, but you really don't have to replace it. It is working fine. It doesn't have any microphonic effect on your clothes or anything like this. Therefore, it is quite usable. But if you want to replace it, of course, you can. This is the standard connector, so meaning a lot of cables, aftermarket cables, can fit here and you can use them. So this is possible, not a problem. In regards to amplification, they do have quite a low sensitivity. Therefore, I would suggest taking a separate amp with them to drive these. You don't really have to go very expensive here or anything like this. Just a normal priced amp, nothing fancy, will do the job just fine. In regards to sound, I would say they are quite nice all-rounder. They have a quite neutral tuning, a little bit emphasis in the bright sound signature. The treble is quite energetic, I would say, but it's still quite controlled. It is not fatiguing to listen to. The bass itself performance, the bass performance is okay. It does have a little bit of a punch, but not much of a slam. So if you really love bass, you want to have this impact, the slam, maybe this is not the greatest choice for you. But they do respond well to EQ. So if you're someone who is not afraid of using a little bit of EQ with them, they can be greatly improved in this regard to just put a little bit of a bass shelf in there. In regards to music genres, they are not quite picky, I would say. They can do everything quite well. But I liked it particularly in metal or rock genres. In regards to soundstage and layering, they are quite decent, I would say. They don't have a very big soundstage, but also a bigger soundstage, for example, than the Diva Pro or the Sundara Closeback I have here. Yeah, for gaming, they are quite usable. I could use them also for esports. But the Edition XS in comparison has a little bit bigger soundstage here. It's always what you want, actually, but they don't feel narrow at all. So it's not intimate sounding or anything like this. It's always taste in regards to soundstage, what you seek in your headphone. A little comparison, I think the Sundara has a little bit more high resolving and detailed sound signature than the Diva Pro. The Diva Pro is slightly cheaper and can be driven wirelessly, of course. The Sundara can't. But I find them to be a bit more detailed in this regard in sound presentation. All right, let's come to an end now. What would I say about them? I would say they are quite a bit above entry step headphones already. I think for the price range around 200 to 500 euros, it is a quite nice deal. Of course, it has a little bit of drawbacks, like I said, bass performance. If it's really important to you, the most important, and you don't want to EQ, maybe not a greatest choice. Or if you want the biggest soundstage, maybe also not the greatest choice. But honestly, there's no headphone that is perfect in every regard, right? At least I didn't find any headphone that is perfect in every regard yet. Therefore, I think it is a quite good headphone you can use without any worries, and yeah, a great all-rounder, I would say. I guess we are finished now. Thank you for watching, and hit the like and subscribe button to see more to come, and see you next time. Ciao, ciao!